Hi friends, thanks for joining me for Swap and Glue. I have 2 Swap and Glues to do today, and I will have both of the channels linked in my description box. Please make sure that you go check out both of these ladies.
Thank you for swapping with me, Becca, and her channel is TheBeccajb, and I'll have that listed in my description box. It's so cute. We also have a package from Susan Klein.
Friends, I am talking a little bit softer today in other parts of the video. Like right now I'm voicing over, so I'm not being quiet. But in the beginning I was kind of quiet because when I recorded the video, everybody in my house is asleep. So, sometimes when I have to record, everybody's sleeping, and I can be kind of loud, and I didn't want to wake anybody up. So anyway, that's why I was a little bit soft-spoken in the beginning of the video. So friends, we are looking through the images here so that I can decide what I want to work with for my first collage. So as you can see, I went through the stack, but instead of flipping them over each page at a time, I decided I would just slide the pages from one side to the other and then flip the whole entire stack and then do the same thing back in the other direction. And I did that just because sometimes when I flip the pages, my camera goes out of focus for a second, and I just didn't want to deal with that. And I think it worked pretty well. I didn't see my camera go out of focus when I was just kind of moving them from one side to the other. Well, now it's time to get started on our gluing, and I'm making final decisions on which images I want to work with. I've decided that I want to have a little bit of fun with this spread, and so the first piece that we are going to add to one side of our spread is this really cute white and red lighthouse. I want some water on the other side too, and you'll see why in a couple of minutes, but these photos are quite different from one another and the water doesn't match, but I think it's okay. I just want the feeling of water on both sides. So I want to add the image of a dog on this side, but I need to fill in a little bit more of the page with some additional water, or at least the color of water. Okay, we're going to put him right here, and it is going to look like he is running around on the beach, so that's going to be pretty cute. Alright, so to continue on with the fun and the theme of the dogs, I'm going to go ahead and attach this cute dog on the other side of the page. Alright, so as I mentioned, I want to have a little bit of fun with this particular spread. And, oh, well, sorry, right here I was trying to fix the lighting. The one thing that kind of annoys me about magazine images is that they're extremely glossy, and if I have good lighting in my room, then it's really hard for you guys to see the images because there's a glare on it. So I apologize for that, but I can't help that. I don't know what to do about that. But anyway, we've got this guy in his little tiny boat, and he's like trying to take his wife or girlfriend out for a nice date. They've got a little picnic in the boat, but the boat is starting to capsize, and I'll try to give you a close-up of this at some point. So the boat's kind of starting to capsize. He's making a face. She's terrified. And so my story is that there's this like giant dog that just came out of the water and is scaring him, and that's why the boat capsized. So that's what I've got going on there. And then I had put this lady, she's standing on the lighthouse and she's holding her dog, but anyway, it's kind of cute. She's a little bit big for the lighthouse, but that's okay. We're gonna let it work. And then the dog, okay, the dog on the left side, I just put a flip-flop in his mouth because you know how dogs like to steal our shoes sometimes. So I put a flip-flop in his mouth, and then I put some sunglasses on him. And I got the sunglass idea from my friend Carol, at Carol's Crafted Boutique because she does that a lot and I just think it's hysterical. So I put sunglasses on the dog and then I put sunglasses on the lady that's up in the lighthouse. Now the guy on the boat who's just having an absolute fit, I'm going to give him some rum. So I cut out some rum and I stuck that in the boat. And of course maybe he drank too much of it and that's why the boat is basically getting ready to fall over. So that's the story on my first collage.
You guys, look how beautiful this is. It's stunning. She put this beautiful ribbon through the holes in the notebook and this gorgeous embellishment. I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. It's smart to put some washi tape on here so that the papers don't fall out. Ah, look at these precious little pieces. Oh my goodness, these are lovely. Whoops, they're sliding. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my goodness, so pretty. Wow. Her card says hello, and look at this beautiful die cut. Hi Jovi, so happy to swap with you. Thank you. Hope you and your family are enjoying your summer. Hugs, Susan Klein. Susan, thank you for this. This is beautiful. All of this so far is beautiful. I can't wait to dig in. And thank you for the wishes for myself and my family. I'm doing much better, and my son Andrew is also doing much better. I'm still nursing him back to health a little bit, but he is doing much better. So things seem to be getting back to normal, and I'm so grateful for that. All right, we are going to go through, that's beautiful, the image, the small ones first, and then we'll go through the big ones. Oh, I love the words that you sent, Susan. Thank you. Let me smell it. Oh, that's nice. Gorgeous. Look at this. She's stunning.
All right, friends, we are also looking through these images, and what I'm seeing here is really inspiring me to kind of go for an aesthetic look. And believe it or not, I had actually pulled all of the pink images aside, and that's what I was originally going to use. But then I saw this owl and it changed everything. So I decided I was going to go ahead and use the owl, and then that stunning woman with her hair up and she's all elegant and glamorous. I decided to go ahead and use her as well. All of the other pieces are really for aesthetics, and I used these black and white photos. I left them in the bowl, so I end up using that in the spread, and then I end up tearing into this a little bit because this is just a beautiful image. I'm not sure where it came from, but it's really lovely, and I wanted to make sure that I used that in the collage as well. Now, when I say I don't know where it came from, Susan sent it to me, but I don't know if she created it or if she downloaded it from a digital kit or what, but it's really lovely, and I definitely wanted to use that as well. So you can see here, I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put it on the page, and I definitely want the owl on the left hand side, and I'm going to have this beautiful woman on the right hand side. So you guys saw how much of the owl that I had cut off, and the feathers are just so textural, and I was like, I don't want to waste them, so I ended up deciding to put them on the right hand side of the page and then have that pretty lady kind of like bump up against them. And I just think texturally that looks and you'll see it in a few minutes, but I think that's going to look good. All right, so I am going to start using what I think is, I'm pretty sure this is a digital kit that she printed out and sent me a page of. It's beautiful, I just love it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of line the edges of these pages with it, and that way they'll kind of be there in the background. Okay, it is time to start gluing down some of these images, and I've decided I want to cut away some of the background that's around this plate with these black and white photos on it. So you'll see in just a second, I will go ahead and start cutting some of that away. And here I am putting the rest of the feathers from the owl on. Now I decide that I don't like the way that the woman's dress is cut, kind of like so straight across. It just feels unfinished to me. So Susan had sent me these really pretty small, almost vellum-like images. So I'm tearing them, and then you can see I'm using marker on their edges to distress them a little bit, and then I'm going to put that along the bottom of her dress, and I just feel like it helps to create a transition between the dress and then the images underneath it that are on the page. Well, I hope everybody's doing great, and I hope everybody enjoyed watching me put these two collages together. They're quite different from one another, but nevertheless a lot of fun to do. And coming up, I will have a still shot of this collage, and at least you'll be able to see it because it won't have a glare. Thanks for watching. See you soon.